Sunita. Welcome to Sunita Makes Crochet Items. Let's get this mystery crochet along a rolling. So today you're going to need your main color yarn that you were using, or actually if you want to mix it up, get a lighter color if you want, but you don't have to. It's not necessary. I'm just going with whatever yarn that I chose, and basically I like to let the yarn do the work. It may look weird, but color control is not my forte. But sometimes I will make multiple of the item until I get the perfect one that I like, which is kind of what I'm aiming towards, but it is what it is. The other thing you're going to need is one little nose. I have these little ones. I have a brown one and a pink one. I'm going to hold off until I get it made and then kind of like test to see which one looks best. But these are the fuzzy ones, but you know, they have the shiny ones. Just use what you have. And if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Embroider it later. It'll be fun. And then, yeah, that's it. We're going to work on the muzzle. And then maybe make a tail. It depends. The tail is a little complicated, but there's a tutorial for a tail that I use, and I kind of alter it just a little bit. Okay, so what I'm using for my yarn for this mystery crochet along is this Premier Blooms. This is actually, it comes in a big skein, and I know I'm not going to use all of it, so I basically recake it. I have two. I keep this one in the organza bag because I'm not really using it. So I can see that this muzzle is probably going to be all gray, which is fine. I'm going to keep it that way. And then we'll go ahead and get started with that momentarily. But I just wanted to show you the yarn and how I let the yarn do the work. And if I like it, I keep it. If I don't, I'll try it again one more time until I like it. So let's get started. Okay, so the muzzle, I'm just going to record all the way through and we'll see how long it actually takes. So you're going to start off with a chain 5 with a slip stitch, and chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And skip the first stitch here and single crochet 4. Now you're going to go on the top, like normally I would go through the back hump, but just go through the top loops. So skip that one and go in here, and you should have 1, 2, 3, and this last stitch here is 4. Now you're going to hold your tail and go around to the first stitch here and increase 1, 2, and then you see the next 2 lines there, and hold that tail and crochet over it. 1, 2, and then you're going to go into that last stitch with an increase. I lost count, but you should have 10 single crochets. And then I just pull the tail to cinch that up just a little bit. It's not going to do anything but draw that string up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And like I was doing before, use this tail to flip back and forth to indicate what row you're on. So that was row 1. Row 2 is going to be basically a single crochet and an increase. So we go 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Sorry, it's a bright day, so you can see shadows. And I don't know why that ice meter keeps running. 2, 3, 1 in this one, 4, 2 in this one, 5, 6. My voice is leaving, sorry guys. 7. Next one. 8, 9. 1, 10, 11, 12. You should have 2 stitches left. 13, 14, and 15. So then that's row 2. You should have 15 single crochets all the way around. Alright, so for row 3, we're going to do another row of increases, but we're going to do 2 single crochets and then an increase. This should bring you up to 20 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we got 3 more stitches, 17, 18, and last stitch is an increase, 19, and 20. Alright, so that is the start of the muzzle. That was row 3. Row 4 is where it changed up just a little bit. You're probably thinking, I'm gonna get, just hold off. I have a method to my madness. Alright, so row 4, we're going to do 2 single crochets, 1, 2. Now we're going to switch it up in the third stitch. You're going to increase. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the next stitch, you're going to increase again. That brings you to 6. Now you're going to do 2 single crochets. 1, 2, and then you're going to increase in the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it kind of like squares it off. Now the next thing you're going to do is basically single crochet all the way around. There should be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Last stitch is 12. You did good. Great job. Alright, so it's gonna kind of look a little wonky, but that's okay. That's the intent. So then for rows 5 through 6, you're just gonna single crochet all the way around, which is 24 stitches for row 5 and 24 stitches for row 6. 3, last stitch here, it's 24. Let's do row 6. It should be pretty flat, but this is going to be the top of your muzzle, and then this is the bottom. Okay, let's do one more row. Three and 24. All right, so here is your muzzle. We're just gonna finish it off by doing one single crochet in this stitch and then just a slip stitch. So that's technically row 7. You're gonna fasten off, but you're gonna leave a pretty long tail because you have to sew this in. All right, so and then pull that out. So remember I said that the muzzle, either whatever way you want, but normally wherever I put the slip stitch is where I put the nose. But depending on how you want to use it, you can do whatever side. This is more flat, this is more curved. And because there's a little bit of speckles in this yarn, I think I'm gonna go for the pink because there's pink in this too, pinks and greens. I'm kind of excited to see if the parts are gonna even get to the the color section. We'll see what it looks like. But the yarn that I'm using is a light 3-weight Premier Puzzle Bloom in the color, what color am I using? Pewter Rose. So it's gonna be a little rose. Well, not necessarily rose, but we can call it rose. So a pink nose would just be perfect for it. Okay, so we are about 13 minutes into this video. Oh, I almost put the back on there. All right. Just go one. I usually go right where I see a big gap because these are pretty big. Just put it in there. Easy access. These noses are so cute. Now, I like to just put it on the table and push, but sometimes I'm not strong enough, so I get my handy dandy tool to help me smash it down. Oopsie. Sorry, the struggle is real, guys. Some of these are very tricky to get in. Go. You're not gonna get me, buddy. So the net tail that we were weaving back and forth in, we could just tuck it in and kind of just turn this so it's facing the right way. But there you have it. It looks like a little mousey. So we'll put this to the side and we'll move on to the next part or the next piece. So for the most part, part 1 was the ears. Part 2 is this. I'm going to do 2 parts each part. Okay, so for this next part, we're going to make the tail. I can move all this stuff out of the way. I know I just said I don't do color control, but I just did. I took all this out because the tail will be all gray. I kind of want to get into this color section, so I'll use that for something else. We'll see. But for the tail, we're just going to do a magic circle. I'm going to just do one this time because it gets weird. So we're going to single crochet in the loop. Well, that first one doesn't count. So just do 1 single crochet and then you're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you're going to single crochet back in there. And repeat that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm not even in the camera. So there's 3 loops so far, but you just keep doing that until you get enough. I don't even know. I don't, at this point, I stop counting and I just go with whatever, how many chains looks like it. But just make sure you crochet over that tail because that'll help you cinch it in. Seven, and kind of keep pushing it down as you go. Single crochet. Sorry. Let me go ahead and just count to see how many I have so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10. Let's go for another 10. See if we can make it. I feel like we can do a lot more. Uh-oh, splitting yarn. Let's count how many we have so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18. Let's go for 20. 19. One more. And 20. All right. So normally I would try to go a little bit more if I wanted a little bit more puffy, which is fine. I'm just gonna cinch this circle in. And it should bring it to a little puff ball. And then what I do is just turn over and cut the string. So we're gonna close up this circle. Just cinch it up. I like to tie these two together. And then I go back and kind of sew it all into one piece. This is simple knot so it doesn't come apart. And then I take it and kind of zhuzh it up. Pull these up. And this is the tiny little pom-pom tail that I like to make, which is called the fundamental tail. For the tutorial that I learned it off, she does a chain of 10 and she tries to get 40 of those in our magic circle, but for this purpose I think this is enough. And if it's not full enough for me, what I like to do is just sew it so that it's kind of like more like that. It's fairly tiny, but it does its purpose. It's gonna go in his butt like that. But this is how I make my pom-pom, or my little tails. It's gonna be super cute. So how'd you do? Did you get the pom-pom and the nose done? Altogether you should have 4 pieces, 2 ears and a muzzle and a tail. And I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope that this makes a little sense. And I hope you're joining along with me. If you are, I will definitely want to know. And I'm gonna try to make it so we can all get her done sooner than later. So thank you again for watching. Love yourself so you can love everyone else. I'll see you around.